wait to find out! Let's hit the Liyue Harbor and ask around! Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. If you press a leaf between dry sheets of paper, you can make an attractive and Yeah. Time for some training?
Nice to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just asking Miss Kuching about purchasing a kite.
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties?
Well, yes. And...
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's Lantern-rite is kites.
Oh, so that's why Paimon has seen so many floating in the sky.
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that Lantern-rite should change in turn. The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade.
Yeah, remember my business meeting with Tianquan Ningguang the last time I was in Liyue Harbor? that's what it was about. But all I really did was use my network to introduce Lady Ningguang to some interesting people. I'm not sure that quite counts as fostering cooperation.
In the end, we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
Mechanical lifting device? Sounds pretty impressive. But don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
Well, you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon. How high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
Exactly. Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
Right? I also thought it was a novel idea.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall in the harbor. We're having trouble keeping up with demand. We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
Cool! Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon!
Toys? They're not exactly toys.
You see, Miss Kuching? That does seem to be everyone's first reaction.
Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now. But to me, there's so much more than that. Think for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this light piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions. There's an old poem that goes, "A lone traveler wanders, waiting to be found."
Ching, I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long as you're willing to listen, I'm happy to share. I also know quite a lot about the various folk traditions related to kites. For example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way, you can turn an unfortunate...
What about something more fun? Do you know anything?
More fun? Let me think. My grandfather told me that back when he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step. Piece of paper, paste it onto the frame, and tie on the string. Then, you look towards the sky and release the kite to soar among the clouds. Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites, cut the string, and...
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down.
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly...
Fascinating. What else?
The scissor-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good...
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols and...
I believe so. Most of... If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you. They could be a useful reference.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hand.
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home. I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting a kite flying. If you're interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite, and the rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
Oh, Paimon was on board the moment you said secret prize.
Then I'll look forward to seeing your performance.
You bet! See you then! Wait, Traveler? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those two people? Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just... Something's up. Paimon just has a bad feeling. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Foil their plans before they even begin. You go right, Paimon will go left.
It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comport...
Whoa, where did this? You should be the one to... Don't think we didn't notice you.
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves. You stand in the presence of the mighty and illuminated Adeptus, Moon Carver. For the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck so far up in the clouds, there's no way he'd humble himself down here with the rest of us.
You may want to hold your tongue, Paimon.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name.
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two of you may call me Jiahu.
Huh. Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we've got a big fish on our hands. We'll go straight to the Millilith and have you arrested for impersonating a death god.
Preposterous! Utterly preposterous!
Right. Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it better not be some common knowledge.
During the last Lantern-rite, we gathered at Mount Hulao with Rex Lapis and made use of Cloud Retainer's supreme cuisine machine to prepare bamboo shoot soup. Perhaps you have some recollection. The flavor of that soup was more than enough to whet one's appetite. As such, Cloud Retainer assented to my use of the device beyond that singular occasion, providing other recipes to boot. Since then, one has dabbled in the pleasures of the culinary arts whenever time allows.
Dabbled? Upon one's last sojourn to your mountain, did you not immediately attempt to hide the device behind a chunk of amber as soon as one's presence was known?
Did one not speak up on your behalf but a moment ago? This is how you choose to repay that kindness?
One is simply trying to emphasize the veracity.
That does not mean you should reveal personal matters so readily. They might think one...
That might have been... But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under the bridge, right?
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
Paimon's still curious about... Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you...
It is but an inevitable eventuality. Long have the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor. With Lantern-rite near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance. Yet to this day she has...
Cloud Retainer is hardly the first.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in human form to avail ourselves of their aid. Cloud Retainers in this case.
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation has hitherto revealed itself. Now it is time for one to retire back to one.
So...
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given one's understanding...
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds the belief that her skill...
One surmises that she has shut herself away. However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next few days, do pass along one's regards.
Sure! Leave it to us! Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy Lantern-rite!
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check out the kite stalls. Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the competition. The bigger and prettier, the better.
Welcome! Are the two of you looking to buy a kite? Would you like me...
Ooh! Assistant Count Swallow! And a butter...
This jade chamber design is our newest. It's been selling like crazy over the past 2 days.
Does it also have a...
Of course! The jade chambers...
Oh, now that's Paimon's...
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss
Yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes.
Wonderful! I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong.
Yilong Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during Lantern...
If the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver...
Is Gaming the guard you...
Yes! The communications office handles shipment... the problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern-rite to spend time with their families. If you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
You do seem really pressed for time.
Oh, wonderful! Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity. Just follow the main road until you see the head of a Wushu dance costume.
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. By the way, do you know my aunt? I've heard her mention Gaming before.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look at you. Scowl like that for much longer and your face might stay that way. Hey now, don't be upset. How about this? You extend the invitation and I'll pay.
No way, Gaming. You're always the one picking up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you.
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
Perfect! Gaming is here. Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications office who needs you to deliver some goods to Yilong Wharf.
Oh, that must have been Longzhou. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure, go do your thing. Let's have a rematch when you get back. I won't let you win so easily next time.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials. Plus, we didn't have to walk very far.
Kite-making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one. Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Huh?
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known around these parts. Oh, and please excuse Longzhou if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place. He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place. Don't be too hard on him, yeah? So, you here for Lantern-rite?
Yep. It's always so lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Yilong Wharf and have a look around.
Perfect! We'll go together then. I'm good with directions, so just follow me. Trust me, I know my way around. We can exchange stories, tell jokes, or just chat along the way. Oh, and there are a couple of good places to eat along our route. We can stop and grab a bite when it's time. The ingredients are fresh, the portions are generous, and the prices won't break the bank. You can order anything, and I promise, you won't be disappointed.
Order anything? Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that in front of our new friend?
Don't worry, I understand. I joke around like that with my friends, too. Do you need to pack anything up before we hit...
Nope, our things are always packed and ready. We're pretty much travel experts at this point.
Oh, that's right. Then let's get going. If we run into any trouble, you can count on me to protect you. I am a guard, after all. The docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there. Wait! Get behind me. I'll handle this. You're open! No pain, no gain.
taste of my hammer.
Another test subject. That tingle?
Many happy returns!
That tingle? Freeze!
Sorry, pal.
The wrong test subject.
Hop to it, Monzai!
Behold!
Seems like we really can't go out.
Yeah, it's not a...
Paimon was impressed by your moves back there.
Oh, that's not as... Have you ever heard of wushu dancing? Really? Wushu dancing is famous in Chunyu Vale. Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a business or to spread good fortune during a holiday season. But I must admit, it has nothing on the popularity of the Liyue opera. I'm also well aware that people in Liyue Harbor aren't exactly jumping at the chance to watch wushu dancing. So it's not something I do full-time.
Huh? You have 2 jobs? How do you have the energy to do all that?
It's not that tiring. You just have to take a rest.
Ah, Paimon gets it, so you must sleep a lot then.
Not really. Just yesterday, I stayed up all night playing cards.
Oh.
Let's go. The docks are just up ahead. Too slow.
Finally, we can rest. Ooh, Paimon's shoulders are so stiff.
Sorry. Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were travel experts.
Liu is just too hilly. Floating up and down so much. Where's Paimon out? Oh, Paimon was finally satisfied and...
Aw. Would you like some winter melon cake? I have some on me that I bought from a store.
Yes, Paimon will take all you got.
You might want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
Paimon never gets too full. Just like you apparently never get tired, no matter how far you walk or how many jobs you work.
Ah, I see. Then here you go, Paimon. And for you, traveler. Enjoy. And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend. I'll just set it to the side here for you.
That hit the spot. Paimon thought she was going to starve to death for a minute there.
That close of a call, huh? I've been eating winter melon cake ever since I was a kid. You can buy them from all sorts of places, whether it's a small vendor on the side of the road or a big restaurant in the city. But each place produces cakes with a slightly different flavor. If you like these ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from. I'll just have to check when we get back. Oh, all my jabbering must be making it difficult for you to enjoy the scenery in peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while, okay? Really, I won't be offended.
It's okay. Paimon is kind of enjoying listening to your chitter-chatter.
Aw, a fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
Hey, Paimon can be in a good mood anytime she wants.
Need some fresh bamboo for this.
Woohoo! We're here!
Don't forget your things, and watch your step as you get off the raft, or you're in for a swim. Fastest. We'll have to take the elevator up to the secure transport agency.
Quit following me. Too slow. Quit following me.
Hey! Slow down. I'm begging ya.
What is it? No one's gonna try any funny business when the street is this packed, right?
Oh, well... how should I put it?
Come on!
Do you see that group of people over there? Those are my relatives.
Wow.
Once they start buying things, they won't stop perusing till it gets dark.
They're your family.
No, it's not. I'm just... not that good. It would be best if we could steer clear of them. I'll explain more when we have the chance, but... right now, we've got...
The left side looks pretty packed. Let's go straight. Slow and steady wins the race.
Stick close, traveler. Let's wait here for a second. Maybe my aunt will leave.
She's gone. Let's go.
Turn left. Run! To the right and... Wow, you guys are good.
That was nothing. It was a piece of cake.
You really liked it, huh? Ooh, you know what? I'll buy you a whole bunch and pile them so high you can swim in them.
As long as you don't wind up drowning, Paimon.
Hey, Uncle Jirgwe. These are my friends, the Traveler and Paimon. They came to deliver some goods with me. So I guess I'll go ahead and take these over to Uncle Yongzan then?
Yes. Thanks for your hard work. I should thank you both for your trouble as well. Please take a seat and rest for a bit. I'll prepare some tea.
No need. We'll be...
Hey, we're already here, aren't we? No harm in taking a load off for a bit. Plus, I know the Secure Transport Agency has some great Songhua tea stashed around here somewhere. I promise you, one sip and you'll be hooked. Anyway, you just sit down and relax, Uncle Jirgwe. Who would I be if I just sat here and let you go through all this trouble? Leave this to me. I have to be up and about to drop these goods off anyway. What's a little extra time on my feet? Oh, you aren't too picky, right, Traveler? I know Paimon prefers things on the sweeter side, so I won't steep the tea too long. And I'll add some dim sum pastries on the side.
Aw, you noticed what Paimon likes?
How long have you two known Gaming?
Oh, not long at all. We just kind of tagged along on his trip to Ylang Wharf. He's just a super welcoming guy. We became friends, you know, just like that.
That's just how he is. He's the attentive sort, really knows how to look after his own. A while ago, one of our guards had to take off work, said his joints were hurting due to the rain. Gaming personally went all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some medicine for him from Dr. Baiju, then traveled through the night to deliver it back to him. That young man has such a good head on his shoulders. How can anyone not love him? I mean, there is his dad, but, well, ask anyone else.
Uncle Yongzan says he doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you think, Uncle Jirgwe? Should I go ahead and deliver it instead?
It feels like we've troubled you enough already.
It's kite-making materials, though. Could be for a kid. I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lantern-rite. Oh, by the way, here, have some tea.
All right, then. Deliver it if you want to.
Ooh, are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from Shinya Kiosk? My treat, and don't even think about trying to pay.
Whoa, that's way too generous of you.
Don't mention it. Just think of this as a thank you for all your help. Besides, the thing between me and my family, it's,
Sounds good. Paimon never says no to free food.
All right, then I'm off. See you in 2 days. Oh, and Paimon, make sure not to eat too much before then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Is he underestimating Paimon? She's just gonna have to show him how much she can really eat. Anyway, is Gaming's family situation really that complicated? He has such a happy-go-lucky personality. Plus, he's an enthusiastic and diligent worker. It's hard to imagine a guy like that being troubled by much.
How should I put it? Since he already plans to tell you himself, you don't need an old man like me to add my 2 cents. You seem to be around the same age, so you might have a lot in common. Perhaps you could help him talk things through. Consider it a favor to me.
If you have the time, maybe you can make a little flag for us to wave about. It can say, "We provide aid in spades." Couldn't hurt to advertise our services, right?
Well, I can certainly arrange that. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Wait, seriously? Paimon was just joking, but if you're going to get us something, she'd much rather have wintermelon cake instead.
Seems like Gaming really has rubbed off on you. Would you like some more tea?
No thanks. We came all this way and still haven't gotten a chance to look around the wharf. We should see the kinds of kites they got. Maybe they'll have ones you can't find in Liyue Harbor.
All right, then. Please do let me know if you'd like more tea. You're welcome to stay as long as you like.